Can you find every hidden letter in the first 15 minutes of this episode of Survivor Durant? If you do, and you unscramble all the letters, you're gonna win $50. Just be the first person to comment the correct answer in the comment section below. Do you see those dollar signs and quotations? That's the episode's title. You are trying to solve what the episode's title is. And all those dollar signs represent the amount of letters you are looking for in this particular episode. Good luck.
I have to bow out. It's a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be.
Final four would be myself, Edgar, Jacus, and Dylan. Jacus and Dylan are very tight. Jacus and I made an agreement very early in the game. Ronnie, Gabe, Nate, Mason, Peyton. I think that those five are like gonna be a tight five. I'm fine with getting those five out.
So I just want to be like duck and cover.
Yeah. You guys go at it.
And then we get out and we go, hey everybody, we got the merge.
You were told that you're representing your tribe, working together in order to do this challenge. That's a troll. That's a complete lie. Your opponent is actually each other. Ryan has beaten Kirk. Yes, it is. Congratulations. Correct. Yes. Correct. Correct. Correct.
My name was thrown out there, Briar's name was thrown out there, Ronnie's name was thrown out there. All of us by the same person.
I really want to work with Shelby. She's proven herself to be honest with me and a little bit loyal, and so I want to work with that for the near term. So if she loses her number one, then she needs a new one.
Edgar, your journey has came to an end.
Right. And you beat Kirk. Yeah. You beat TSL. It feels good to beat a math man at his own game. The process is elimination. I just kept going down. You beat Shelby.
Jacus, I'm one of the few people who has seen firsthand how he plays. He'll backstab you and he doesn't care. He can lie straight to your face and make it sound so believable. I would say I mostly trust everybody else that's in the game. Kirk or TSL, I'm the only person in the game that knows both of them. I haven't talked to them in years. I mean, we barely talk outside of the survivors that we've played in, so I don't know where their heads are at. They could very easily be allies for me. Just something where I'm gonna have to talk to them because I haven't had an opportunity to yet.
Destin's coming.
Oh, crap.
Hey guys.
Time to vote.
Come here.
Time to vote. Have a seat. All right, I'll read the votes. The person with the most votes will receive an advantage. First vote. Nate, Gabe, Mason. It's 1 vote Nate, 1 vote Gabe, 1 vote Mason. Dylan, Peyton. That's 1 vote Gabe, 1 vote Peyton, 1 vote Dylan, 1 vote Mason, 1 vote Nate. Dylan, that's 2 votes Dylan. Peyton, we have a tie. Ryan, Mason, Jacus, Nate, Gabe, gonna re-vote. You can only vote for Dylan or Peyton. Person with the most votes will receive an advantage. Let's go, Gabe. I'll read the votes. Dylan. Peyton. Dylan. The advantage goes to Dylan. Dylan, this is for you. It's up to you whether you wish to share the information or not. All right.
Yeah.
Welcome, top 13. Getting your look at the newest Athena tribe. Edgar voted out at the last tribal council. Cameron, you survived multiple tribal councils. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling good. I'm addicted to losing and I love being in the council.
Mason, does that concern you for your tribe?
Maybe. I've also been there a lot though, so I don't have much more room to speak. So.
Peyton, do you enjoy being on your Thor tribe?
I mean, I enjoy everyone here. There's not really one person that I've been like, oh, I don't really like them. So far, I've liked everyone that I've met.
I'm glad that you guys feel that way. So let's switch things up.
It just makes sense.
Everyone, drop your bones.
This time.
But we're not going to switch things up in any sort of traditional way. Why would we? This is Battle of the Best! At the previous tribal council, a certain person collected the most votes to not help another tribe. That was Shelby. Would you please come up here with me? Shelby is a team captain, and she will be drafting her own tribe. So, how can you help another tribe if you're helping your own? You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I feel like the only fair way to determine who a second team captain is by fate. Everyone's going to receive a rock. If you have a white rock, nothing's going to happen. If you have the black rock, you are the second team captain. And if you draw the blue rock, you cannot be drafted. Black is the other team captain. Blue cannot be drafted on the two tribes. 3, 2, 1, reveal. Mason, team captain.
I did not
Blue
want
rock
this.
goes to Briar, cannot be drafted.
Keeping it, please. Yeah.
You guys are going to be drafting secretly. Okay. However, if you guys draft the same person on the same draft pick, like if your number ones are the same, they will be canceled out and they will join Briar on a third tribe. You guys will be forming 2 tribes of 4 members, and Briar's tribe will be a third tribe of 5 members of the unwanted people that you don't draft. All right, so y'all go over there.
He's just hiding me.
Scared.
I don't know, what is it? Oh!
Classic Ronnie. Oh, yes. It landed right on me too. I see you.
And you flicked it right
He's
on
like,
me?
look.
It's way harder than it needed to be.
Let's find out who our new tribes are. First, Mason has drafted number 1, Dylan. And Shelby has drafted number 1, Ryan. Come and meet your new tribe.
Go Ryan.
Number 2, Mason has chosen Ronnie. Number 2 for Shelby, Kirk.
For sure. We got this. We're gonna kill it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I realized I was kicking the ball.
The next draft pick for Mason is Peyton, but Shelby's next draft pick is Taylor.
Oh, I was like, what is going to go?
Making us, with these remaining 4 players, the unwanted players on a team of 5.
Wanted.
It's time for our next immunity challenge.
We're doing Netflix and chill?
Netflix and chill. Yeah.
Love it. I only
For
like
the
to
first
do
time
that.
ever with 3 tribes. I'm going to read you a story. You need to memorize as much of that story as you possibly can. Okay? Then you're going to assign anyone from your tribe that you'd like to answer a question about that story. You will then also assign one person to stick their hands into a bucket of ice. So you're going to have one person answering the question of the story and one person on your tribe sticking their hands in the bucket of ice. If you think that you know the answer to the question, you can immediately just say the answer to it. If you're right, you get your team a point. However, if you get the question wrong, you give your tribe an X. If your tribe gets 3 X's, you're out of the challenge. If you feel like you don't know the answer and you need to play it safe, you will have to run past the volleyball net and come back to the start, and then you can take a guess. If you're wrong, nothing happens. If you're right, you get the point. So that's like the safety line. If a tribe gets an X, then the other 2 tribes, they can still guess. People will need to switch roles. So if you are dunking your hands for one question, you can't do it again. So you're either going to be running to answer a question or sitting out. At any time, if a member of your team pulls their hand out of the ice, it's going to give your team an X. So you're trying to get the answer as quickly as possible before your tribe member succumbs to the pain of this ice. New Athena tribe, you have 1 extra member. Who are you sitting out? Take a spot on the sit-out bench.
Pulling weeds, picking stones, we are made of dreams and bones. Need a spot to call my own, for the time is close at hand.
Okay. There was a gnome named Fiddlefoot who lived in a village with other gnome kind. He loved to pull practical jokes on everyone around. Whether it was a mailman gnome, a fireman gnome, a garbage man gnome, a pilot gnome, a nurse gnome, a substitute teacher gnome, a vet gnome, a scuba instructor gnome, or a fully grown, living alone in a dome for a home whose name is unknown gnome, no one was safe. But what was safe to say was that Fiddlefoot loved to trick, and as such, his gnome kind started to call him a troll. Fiddlefoot embraced his new identity completely, and he began to plan many new pranks on the villagers. He turned the sod houses into grass huts. For Gnome Means Gnome Day, he gave away coconuts. He bought a bungalow and gave it to the elderly, but next door was a frat house, so they'll never get any sleep, he thought cleverly. He ripped the tags off mattresses and called the policeman gnomes on the owners. He borrowed a kidney he didn't need and wrote an IOU to the donor. He'd leave the twisty tie off of bags of bread. He'd go into cardiac arrest at will and only pretend to be dead. After spending 52 years studying his passion, he finally made his first movie called There's an Idol at Your Camp Buried Within Eyeshot of Your Water Well. Because the fan base demanded it, Fiddlefoot made a sequel to his original motion picture called You May Be in a Rut, Being at the Losing Camp, but look under a stump and your safety will be stamped. If you're at the winning area, there's not much more to wish for, but this wishbone-shaped tree will guide you to what you restore. But if you let me down, I will lock you out. What do I call it? Oh yeah, Autumn in Pandora. Once Fiddlefoot is finished with his new set of tricks at Battle the Best, he will retire with an ogre known for slaying pixies. Let's hope he doesn't lose control there, but you know how it is. Yeah. You will also all want to remember the combination 18, 31, 52. Happy trolling. First of all, live, you need 4 points to win, not 3. And it's still 3 X's, you're done. You are now no longer allowed to discuss anything, and we are now immediately going to get into the challenge. Who is up first for Athena and the ice? Briar, Ogre, Mason, Kurt for Thor Tribe. All right. Now, who are the runners for each tribe? Come up here to me and Fiddlefoot, the runners for the first question. Okay? Go ahead and dunk your hands now. Question number 1. Including the title of the story and this question, how many times was the name Fiddlefoot said? No. 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 Nope.
How you doing, Kurt? Doing
No.
good?
No it.
You look like you're doing
No answer.
No. No. Abby, will you get us more ice from the freezer? You just bring out the whole tray.
62.
No. No. No.
Where's the wasabi?
We got unlimited ice.
Yeah.
Let's eat some wasabi while we're doing this.
Nope. 49. Nope. Nope.
33.
Nope.
Where's the fish?
Yes.
Whoa.
We can take our hands out.
Yeah. Woo. Complete guess.
22. Who's next in the ice for Athena? It can't be Briar. Got Mason going from the ice to running.
Hey.
Versus Dave. Versus Ryan. 3 pros at this challenge. Stick your hands in now. What year did Fiddlefoot make his first movie? No.
1895.
No.
30 years ago?
No.
What's crazy is I take an ice bath every morning, like in the ice, yeah.
1906.
No. Nope. Give it to him, right over the top. Make it even.
Oh, I'm having to do math. Ask him.
Like, it's gonna all fall out.
That's enough.
That's fine.
I'm sure.
Good.
Yeah, it's kind of fine now. I'm just gonna leave my arm, but I'm fine.
Alright, I can. 1886. No. Girls.
Thank you. There's no more water. It's just ice now.
Yeah, at this point.
Nope.
Never had more fun in my life.
1908.
No.
1909.
No.
1937.
No.
1940.
Yes. Point.
Yeah! I can take my hands off.
Are we good?
1940. That's 2 points for Thor.
We killed it. I needed a little bit of a break. It was bad, but it wasn't awful. Like the guys were they were struggling.
But I had a Canadian. I was going up against a Canadian. How was I supposed to win that?
A little bit of a break. It was bad. It wasn't awful. Like the guys,
Way to go, dude. That was brutal.
It's okay. It's okay. Honestly, the best person. Wait, does that mean I have to go in for the question?
Oh, do you want to? Or do you want to?
I'll go.
Okay.
Please put your hands in the ice. All right.
At least I don't need to use my hands.
The gnomes had a war with a particular mythological creature. 4 quarters is how many dollars? 40 quarters is how many dollars? Correct. 2 points Thor, 1 point Ogre. Athena not on the board. Where did Fiddlefoot finally settle down?
Denmark.
No.
Chile.
No.
Berlin.
No. That wasn't even in the story.
I would if I could move my arms. Let's see their fingers right now. Like a little hold hands. It goes well.
Kurt, scale of 1 to 10, how bad are you hurting?
Well, if I could pee myself, it'd be a lot less.
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, it feels a little bit better now. I'd give it a 7.5.
Dylan, scale of 1 to 10, how bad are you hurting?
2. 1.
Okay, I'm the only one telling the truth here.
Is there any truth in survival though?
That's true. So is that a lie?
Oh.
Can't make the same mistake twice.
I'm talking about my sister, not myself.
Point to Ogre.
My dude!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Oh!
2 to 2.
Yeah.
Go ahead and stick your hands in the ice. All right. The question. Based on the clues in the story, what continent did Fiddlefoot not visit?
Run, Peyton, run.
Oh, shit.
Antarctica. You weren't behind the line. X.
What line?
This line in front of me right
Oh,
here.
shit. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you was right here. So, X. Go back.
Okay.
All right, see your hands out. X for them. But you guys can still earn a point. Antarctica's wrong.
Wait, you said
So we get our hands out.
No.
You two put it back in.
We can pull ours out though, right?
No, that's not a continent.
Come on.
You said Canada.
Canada?
Yes. Point.
Yay!
I didn't know.
3 to 2. How much money does Fiddlefoot owe to Chad the gnome? No.
$17.
No. I'll accept the answer. Point to Ogre. 3 to 2.
Go!
The answer is nothing. He owes Carl the gnome.
Oh my god.
Was it $17?
It was.
Oh, damn
Because the moment you said it, I was like,
knew
who
it.
knew
I
it?
knew it.
So 3 to 3. All right.
I don't know what I'm gonna do right now, but I'm gonna try to use.
How much money does he owe Carl?
And I know that I have.
Correct.
Well, on the bright side, I left my sleeping bag at the losers camp, so
There we
jokes
go.
on Texas. Can we go this way?
Right now, I am ecstatic to be at the winning camp, finally. So when it comes to travels, I think there's always like a part of you that is scared and just knows that your name's going to be the one written down. But honestly, that's probably the most comfortable that I've ever felt at a series of travel councils, just because very much realized like the amount of relationships that I was able to make with those people, and it kind of left me in a position where I was the one dictating who went home with my vote. I definitely want to trust Shelby more. I'm hoping that I'm able to talk to her at some point and convince her that it was not me that flipped, but that it was Cameron. I know she's an ally that I can trust, and the only reason that I went after one of her allies is so that she would be more likely to stick with me. One person that I definitely don't want to see go to the end is Kirk. That last vote, I voted his way because it got rid of Shelby's husband, and so it made it so she no longer had that number one ally. It was in no way me saying that I want to work with Kirk the rest of the game. And it wasn't the right time to take him out. I'm hoping that these guys over there realize that now probably is the right time before merge, and hopefully he's gone and I don't have to worry about him in any more tribals.
One of the biggest things that's happened in my life that's kind of influenced who I am today was the passing of my grandfather, and just going through that process. He died of cancer about 3 years ago. It was a very difficult process, but it just taught me a lot of things about how to truly communicate with people every moment. Like, they're not going to be there the next, but also having very difficult conversations regarding whatever's going on and not being afraid to let some of those emotions out at times.
Congratulations, winning tribe, the new ogre tribe. Ronnie, how does it feel to actually win a competition?
I'm so relieved right now.
One of the most brutal competitions in Survivor Durant, so you got to win when it mattered.
I am happy, I am tired, and I'm ready to just not have to plot and scheme for 3 hours. So.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
So let's plot and scheme. Select from among you one person to go to Mystery Island.
So my tribe winning immunity has definitely given me a breath of fresh air. So now being on a tribe that I haven't been with any of these guys since we started, definitely made me feel like the odd man out. And so winning immunity was a must. So hunting for tokens and hunting for idol, definitely got to have some conversations. None of them would really go into deep conversations, so I mean, we may be friendlier, doesn't necessarily seem like we're tighter. Man, so 2013, Jesus revealed himself to me, to his love for me, and really, I mean, there's nothing else that is ever compared to that. I was an addict for 11 years, far from God, knew nothing of God, just, lived completely for myself. And something began to change in me, and I began to ask God, if he was there, if he did love me, I need him to show himself to me, reveal himself to me in such a way that I could no longer deny, and he was faithful to do so. I've been clean over 8 years, married to a beautiful wife, surrounded by people who love me, who also love the Lord and following him. It's just really awesome to see what God has done to get to man. And I think that, competing in this with brothers and sisters who are in the same is I'm really looking forward to it. I really don't feel like I can trust anyone.
Peyton's been already, so I figure one of the three of us.
I've been. I think you deserve to rest for a little while.
Do you just want to chill here?
Maybe that is resting. I don't know. That's the question.
Yeah,
right.
Could be.
I haven't went to tribal yet, but my next tribal, I don't have a vote. So I've been trying to figure something out, maybe find that idol. We've been all looking for it. It's just a matter of time who's going to find it, and maybe someone's already found it. So I'm trying to keep my eyes out everywhere, trying to find that wishbone looking tree, but there's so many of them.
I mean, I'll go if neither one of y'all want to.
I don't mind.
I would feel a little isolated though, because I spent the least time with the three of y'all, and then having to leave again.
I don't mind going. I'm kind of interested just to see what it is, whether good or bad. So I don't mind going. I know he just wants to rest. Peyton's been already, so I can go.
Take it away.
Go for it. All right.
So Mason's going?
Yep.
All right, Mason, come with us.
All 4 survivors I've played, my tribe has lost the first challenge. I've never just gotten to relax the first tribal. And so inevitably what that always does is it forces me to go into game mode quicker than what I want to, because I'm the type of player where it's more beneficial for me to just kind of sit back and let the game come and happen. And what happens when you go to that first tribal is you can't do that. You got to go make the game happen. I don't want to ever fully drop my guard in the game. You can't really, because when you fully drop your guard is when you're gone. So even though I am feeling better, next round I could be right back up there in the hot seat. I've been very close to Shelby this game, and in order for me and Shelby to continue working together, Edgar was going to have to go at some point. So honestly, it's pretty beneficial. So I'm liking where I'm at right now, but got to continue working hard and staying vigilant.
This time, Mystery Island has transformed into Tribal Council.
All right.
And if you're at Tribal Council, you got to cast a vote.
Okay.
So, you are here at Tribal Council to cast a vote before
the other tribe gets here.
Even gets here.
Okay.
So, you're going to vote as if you were sincerely at Tribal Council. So read this to the camera.
Shifting vote topic. Who do you want to visit the Tree of Fate after Tribal Council is over? Beware, you cannot vote for the same player you were voting out. Alright.
Let's send Shelby
to the Tree of Fate.
Any particular reason why?
I think that's one of the ways that it wouldn't be traced back to me somehow. And I think there will be other people on that will also vote for her.
And who are you voting out? Can't be Shelby.
I know it seems like just from conversations I've had that Kirk is in trouble. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing for me because I haven't been on a tribe with him. Jacus, just because even if he's not being targeted, I need his name to start floating because he's made it aware in conversations that in the long run he knows that him and I will betray each other, and so if he's saying that to me already, that means he's already thinking about betraying me later on. Also, if Jacus is out, it would pull Shelby closer to me because it doesn't seem like she has too many other places to go right now.
Okay, what do we do? Just scatter or
Wait till the chaos sets in, or paranoia sets in.
Well,
Pink boys want to have a team chat.
I'm used to Justin being like, okay, you have 5 minutes.
Oh
yeah, no, we don't
boys?
Kirk's back over here again, and he's a big problem. He survived by 1 vote last time. I'm gonna be honest, I think we might be able to flip Shelby. She was pushing hard to get him out last time. In the long term, it's good for her, even if Zoe's on her team. It is a risk because she's gonna spill beans if she doesn't want to go. But again, we do have numbers, just outright.
So we can either try to bring Cameron over and get Briar, or we can bring Briar over and go Gabe. Those are our 2 options. I'm fine with Nate. Nate's a winner. I'm fine with getting any winners out. Everybody says Nate's.
We do have strength in numbers.
Fun of anything.
I'm just a little hesitant because we just wanted to pink out last round. So if we could maybe, we have 4 other options.
We have to work together.
Thanks. I would prefer it.
Okay, for sure.
Okay, so we can either get Briar and go for Gabe because he was silver, or we can get Cameron or Jacus and go Briar. So those are our 2 options.
Cameron and I are original ogres together. So we discussed if we believe Shelby's gonna flip, and if she is gonna flip, then we're gonna vote Kirk out. We have 5 on our team. She'll seal the deal. I need Cameron to believe that I don't trust her. She and I have a pact. Now that Edgar's gone, we're gonna try to ride that out as far as it'll go. So no, I don't have any distrust to her. I believe she did that to protect me. I believe that having Dylan on the other team with Mason, keeping him close that day is really good. This puts me in close proximity with other people that were targeting Briar Henry for one. Nate is the other one, and then she's obviously got Kirk on her team. And if we can flip these people, I think we'll have enough when it comes to merge to develop relationships far enough socially to get where we want to be.
My thoughts on Jacus. I really don't have any personal beef with him, but he is just kind of a scary, menacing player that if you let him get his claws too deep in the game, he cuts. It's just what he does. So
you know, it's not someone I want to leave in the game too long personally. I'm not necessarily gunning for him right now because he'll quickly gun after me when he's intimidating, goes really hard. I don't want to deal with that right now. I want to be under the radar.
Real talk though, I'm trying to have a female finish. I got voted out as top dog of my season. I'm still sour about it. By Edgar, by the way. He didn't mention that to you.
No, he didn't. He didn't.
Yeah, I went to the finals, final 3. All of our relationships
Oh
were secret.
my
And
god.
Mastermind the whole game and
Yeah.
him and my basically brother to the finals.
Oh my
He
god.
voted me out. One of the seasons was like a boy alliance, and I just find that so irritating
Oh.
because like it's already almost all guys that plays. I'm like, you and your boy alliance. Get out of
True.
here.
Very true.
Briar's the person I'm worried about because Briar's the one throwing my name out. Like, he's up next on my topic. Okay. For sure. Fine with that. Because, yeah, I legitimately haven't heard my name until he's popped up the last 2 rounds. And boy's gotta go.
I'm trying to decide what I do and don't want to say. Just
Oh, it's okay.
vote for Kirk.
Okay, I'm done.
I don't know who's telling us the truth. I think Shelby is telling us the truth, which is good. Yeah, I trust her. Yeah, I'm just worried because I technically just voted out her last. So, like, and she wrote my name down for that disadvantage that she got at the beginning with the tribes. And I don't, like, trust Briar that much at all. Right, exactly. So I really don't trust either of them. It's just who's gonna be harder to get out. So yeah, I think we should probably check in with Kirk and just see what he wants, but I want to vote with you regardless. Okay, and whatever decision we come to, whoever's name, I'm okay with it. Same.
I think I'm okay with Briar though. I know he was on orange, but I don't trust him really at all, so.
I don't think he's going to be social enough to get us further in the game.
Yeah, that's it. It's just, like, he did come up to me when we were walking over here and he said, "Do you trust me?" And I was like, "Yeah, duh." And he was like, "Vote Shelby." So that was his plan. So I don't, just now. Okay. So I don't know if he convinced them of that, which I don't want that. I don't want that. No, I don't want that. That's what he said. So if that's where he was trying to get them to go to, then she's definitely going to want him out, which is fair.
This is a chance for us to regain her trust.
Yes, and I really do want to build it back up with her.
For
And I
sure,
really
for sure.
don't want to see her second one go early.
Yeah, also, Dylan has an advantage of some sort. When Dylan Lemons, when we were over there, when y'all were at Tribal, we voted on who we wanted to give an advantage to in our group, and he won it.
Okay, that's good.
So he has an advantage.
I feel like we can trust Dylan right now as long as
I
they stay
agree.
winning.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be good for us.
I'm going to try to get this immunity out of him. I'm going to try to find it. I think I have too big of a target for me to not have one of those in my pocket.
Okay, so the other thing is, there's an idol that can be seen from here.
It was this water jug?
And it's under a stump.
They said under a stump.
To find the immunity idol. I don't trust this group enough to keep me in very long.
Here's another thing I'm thinking. If you get in there with Kirk, you can say I've truly battled the best. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm torn on this, so I'm going to tell y'all something I shouldn't. I'm not going to vote this round. I'm not going to tell you why.
Okay.
But I'm not going to vote this round.
Okay.
Do with that what you may.
Okay.
Where's your head at?
I don't know.
We can circle back if you want to talk later.
I mean, I'm cool with it. I don't know you. I don't know
Yeah.
Gabe or Kirk, rather.
Kirk, yeah.
You guys are pretty lethal players from my understanding, so I want to.
Yeah.
I don't know what alliances you have. I don't know what numbers you bring to the table. I don't know
Yeah.
anything about you.
Right.
And if you have none, you're not necessarily the biggest threat.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do have numbers, then you're targeting
Yeah.
me, then that's obviously something I don't
No,
want.
I'm
So
not targeting you.
let's circle back here, make your rounds, and figure some whatever out,
Okay.
and then move back and see if we
Okay.
can
Okay.
work something out.
Okay.
Deal?
I'm down.
I'm gonna get Taylor to flip. I trust what I have with Shelby. Taylor is kind of desperate and on her own again. She flew in from long ways to come do this and doesn't have any allies, so I think that she has a prior relationship with Dylan, and that's gonna play in my favor because he and I are ride or die. Or just tell her, hey, you should do this because Kurt's voting this way. Oh, okay. And then that's fair. That's good.
Let's
do it.
What we got going on now is we Pink kind of has control because we have numbers, obviously, which is not a bad thing. And we're kind of debating between Shelby and Kirk, and we have decided on Kirk. And so they were telling me not to tell one of my allies in the game that we're voting Kirk. I was like, I'm not going to do that because that's a good way to lose an ally. So I'm about to go talk to her. I think we're going to go Kirk this round.
Sounds good.
Yeah, just keep the vote, you know.
Exactly. And just let it be. These past couple of rounds have honestly been crazy because my number one ally in Kirk's name just keeps getting thrown out every single round. And as someone coming into this who doesn't know anybody, it's really hard for me not to stick by the one person that I do know coming in, because all the rest of the people have previous connections. So why can't I have one? And the story that I keep getting told from people is that we want Kirk out to free you. We want Kirk out so we can work with you. And it's just like, it's getting boring at this point, because why can't you just work with the both of us? And that's what I've been trying to do, is finding people that are willing to vote with the both of us. I'm an open book. I will trust you.
So how do we secure that? Because I'll trust you.
Mm-hmm.
You'll trust me. What do you need from me?
Just honesty in terms of how you're voting, and I'll do the same.
Voting for somebody on your team.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Who's the biggest threat on your team?
Kirk. Yeah.
That's the mark.
Okay.
That's the way I'm voting.
Okay.
Where do you, I know you guys...
Mm-hmm. Where do we stand?
Yeah, depend on each other. I know that you're kind of ostracized.
Yeah. So. If Kirk is gone, then I feel like people will actually see value in wanting to work with me. And that's what I've been trying to do this whole game, is just having a group of allies that I can trust.
It'll be a shock to everybody if he's still here.
I agree.
And looking at it from a game, his position, it's dumb to keep him here anymore.
I agree.
Leave Ryan out of the loop as best as possible.
Okay. Yeah, I don't trust the two of them together.
Ryan's sneaky and super good.
Yeah. And then it's a new game from there.
New game from there. And then if we're on the same team after, if we merge, whatever,
mm-hmm.
it still stands.
Okay.
Between me, you, and Dylan, and Shelby, whatever stands there, stands there.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
The people that are lying to you are Jacobs.
Okay, I didn't talk to him.
Oh, okay, never mind, sorry. Leave Ryan out of the loop. We can't trust Ryan. Yeah. And he's like, she's sneaky and she's smart. So leave her out of the loop, but we're voting for Kurt. So just let you know, they're going hard for him. Our choice has to be Shelby.
Okay, that's good.
Because he told me that him and Shelby are like...
Okay. So he doesn't know we're going Shelby, right?
No, he has no idea.
Okay.
No, he thinks that that's
And we're okay with the girl going?
At this point, like, it has to be,
Okay.
because there's already mistrust between, like, you and them.
So we just need, if Jacobs and Cameron go Kirk, that's 2 votes. And there's, 9 people here. So we have 7 left, so we just need 4. Mm-hmm. So if it's me, you, and Kirk, we have to get Gabe or Nate.
There is a big push for Kirk, and there's a big push for Shelby. And I have been approached by both sides, so has Gabe. So right now, for this vote, at least me and Gabe are tight, and we're working on this one, and we seem to be in the middle.
She and I had an alliance earlier. She burned me on a team picking thing. Now I'm with you.
Yeah, I think you and Kirk need to talk.
Okay. I'm with Shelby. Okay. Yeah, I support you.
My thoughts on Jacobs is like, I'm unsure at the moment, because throughout this game he's been calling me a snake the whole time, so I don't know if it's justified in this game for him to be doing that, but it's starting to kind of wear a hole, and I'm not happy with it. The people that I know of right now not going to vote with me are Jacobs, Shelby, and Cameron. That's people that I know of. Like, they're playing their game. Like, you can't fault a person for playing their game. This is the first time I've voted with Gabe or Nate in the tribal council. Like, and it's just like with Ronnie, last tribal, I am having to solely depend on them to ensure that the vote goes the way that I am wanting it to. And it's very nerve-wracking to have to depend on people to do that. But Shelby's the smart move, I believe, for my game.
I don't want to put a target on your back. You flew in from be a feed.
It's already here.
You know
It's
what I
already
mean?
on my back, bro.
Yeah,
But there's
yeah,
that thing, keeping shots too. Like, you know what that phrase is? It's
Yeah.
like keep another good guy
Oh,
around.
absolutely.
So
You're
and
the,
then
you're the shield, though.
and then
you're
they can't
you're
decide.
the mystery guy. You're the new guy. You're the bring-in.
And I don't think I'm never not going to be a target.
Yeah.
Like somebody somewhere on the call is going to be like, what about Kirk?
That's what I'm saying. You gotta, if you're with me, you're gonna minimize that because. So this has to be a long distance communication.
Sounds good.
All right. Go ahead. Figure it out.
Go ahead.
So pro for voting out Kirk for me and Gabe right now would be that he is a big, obviously, competition threat. As you can see, I haven't done real great out here yet, so that's something that's scary down the line. And he also kind of he keeps being the target, but keeps somehow getting out of it, which is dangerous. Because how long does that go?
You know, they say about relationships, you have to have goals. Like, Dustin is everything. Like, you guys know him as the LRG king. Like, he does everything for the community. He works tirelessly on it, and it fulfills him so much. And he wasn't even a big fan of Survivor when I first met. And I remember a year into our relationship, I said, hey, do you want to go play this Adventure Coco Pele game with me? It's really fun. I've been doing it for years. And he was like, sure, let's do it. We both fell in love with this. And then he's like, I want to host it too. I want to help out. And this hobby turned into now a lifelong passion for us. He fundamentally changed my life because I was in kind of a like self-destructive place. I wasn't moving forward in my life in a good way. I was stuck. And he doesn't know this, but he sparked that back into me to get my shit together and to like not just focus on me, focus on others too. And we're still together 12 years later. Ta-da.
Edgar and I have been married, it'll be 8 years in July. We actually met as children. His older sister was in my mom's first and second grade class, and his mom volunteered in the class, so the families became very close. Our older sisters were then best friends through elementary school. In high school, Edgar and I bumped into each other again and started dating, and then got married right after high school, and he joined the Marines, and then moved out to San Diego, where we lived for 6 years, and then spent some time in Montana, where again, a lot of exploring, and that's kind of where we both delved into recreation, and then moved back to Oklahoma, where we've been for the last year and a half before we hit the road in our van, and then we will explore some more.
I actually don't really want Shelby out of the game. However, it's made a lot of people uneasy how hard Jacobs is pushing for Shelby. He wouldn't entertain any other option, just shut it down, said no. Didn't even have a poker face, just no, we're not doing this. Made a lot of people uneasy. And there's a lot of people now that are getting suspenseful of Jacobs, so if that barrier is down, then he is an open target to go after.
Well, there's always nervous system travel because things can always go wrong.
I think Kirk could be the winner on this round, which sucks, and I'm still not sure who I'm gonna vote for because I don't want to vote for Kirk.
Once again, I'm a target. I tried to work with the girls, and we're gonna take out Shelby. I'm probably gonna get votes.
Obviously, everything's subjective. You can't believe fully what you're hearing.
Kirk, we are, pretty 4 rounds deep into this game. Are there threats starting to appear at all, or is people just are they still coasting? Are they trying to play it safe?
Oh, that's a whole lot, Cheston. I think for some people, there's definitely threats emerging.
Okay.
I don't think for everybody, though. Are people coasting? Yes. There are people coasting. Also, just a quick shout out to Netflix and Chill. Very cool to do an iconic challenge, and also cool to do something that you've never done before for like an endurance challenge. I never knew I could do that, so I'm super proud that I was able to stay in the water that entire time. I know I can do that. So it's always awesome when you do something that you've never been able to do before. But there are threats to some people, and there are coasters too.
So to you, is there anyone here that is threatening?
No.
Okay. So would you say that after a close call as tribal, that this one you feel okay in?
No.
Also nice.
People are threats when they ice you out, ironically, for Netflix and Chill, But I think everybody here gives everybody an opportunity to talk and listen. So
At least they're gracing you with that, right? And
Exactly.
everyone's gracing each other with that.
Everybody's playing the game.
Nate, this is the first tribal council that you've attended so far, yes? Does it make you feel vulnerable or nervous at all?
Oh yeah, I think it was season 41. It actually was Xander that said it. You know, whenever you don't feel paranoid, whenever you feel safe, that's when you're most in trouble. So you always got to have a level of paranoia within a healthy amount. You always got to have a level of paranoia and a level of awareness of what's going around. If you ever feel too safe, that's whenever your goose gets cooked.
Ryan, you've just been drafted into a brand new tribe with fresh faces. You don't know who TSL or Kirk was before this event, or even Shelby for that matter. You've had no interactions. You're a Survivor Durant OG. How are you feeling right now being shuffled into a tribe filled with just brand new people?
I was the #1 pick into the tribe. It's been, I guess, a little difficult just because I don't know anything about like them. It was nice to just have all 3 girls on a team. Feels right, you know? Feels good.
Shelby, what was your logic in the way that you drafted your tribe?
Genuinely, my #1 thing is I didn't want to be here, so that didn't work.
You were drafting according to what you thought were strengths.
I've been at all but 1 tribal council, so yes.
TSL 4 to 5 on the outs looking in. Is it that black and white?
I mean, to some it could be, but we have had a tribal that has been shuffled every single round. So has it been clear cut all of those rounds? No. So what's to say this one will be? At least that's what I hope. Like, I always come into these things and coming into a series that I've never played before, and I want the game to be dynamic. I want people to want to stray from their previous connections, stray from their tribe, and give something else a chance. So I am just wishful thinking and hoping for the best.
Cameron, you've been a part of every
all of them,
tribal council thus far.
Yeah.
How is it making you feel just coming to all these tribal councils with all these different people? You know, in a typical game of Survivor, you know who you're going to tribal with. It's with your tribe mates. You know who you can expect to see there. But in this way, every tribal council is brand new.
So it's hugely risky being in every single council thus far, for sure. I've managed to survive so far, but I can't deny that there's also a big advantage to being a part of all these councils and seeing how everyone's communicating with each other and all that. I'm starting to be able to build a profile on basically every single player here because I've been in here with them at least once.
Gabe, do you think there are pairs in the game?
It's like too early in the game to know what's what. Like, I went away for 2 tribal councils in a row, so like it's hard to see like when that scrambling's happening and who's where. And so this tribal here, I got to see a little bit more of like who's talking to who. But another thing, like Kirk said, everybody's talking to everybody, so it's hard to really weed out. Okay, this person stands here and this person stands here. We're in the battle of the best. If someone is committed to something this early, they probably didn't deserve to be here in the first place. Because making a commitment and sticking to that plan can get you voted out very quickly.
So you're saying it's good to be dishonest, and that's how you're going to be playing?
What I'm saying is like, and all you, Jacob, you ain't got no room to talk. But what I'm saying is like, if I was going to stick to a one-track mind, like all the people I know before this game, I know how they play. I'd like, okay, I want to work with them, but I'm coming in here open-minded, like saying, well, I want to see what everybody's side is and decide what works for what my play is going to be in the next round.
I agree with that, and hopefully I think everyone is casting votes that is best for them. And I found that comment that you made to Jacobs so interesting. Jacobs, does that concern you at all? Like your perception of or how other people perceive you?
I have to outplay my reputation. The biggest obstacle for me coming into this game was my name in other people's mouths. I feel like I'm on the outs of all the conversations. I'm on the outskirts, hearing highlight points, but never touching the meat of the conversation. So when I'm here, I'm nervous.
Well, with that being said, let's see who it is. It's time to vote. Kirk, you're up.
Shifting vote topic. Who do you want to visit the Tree of Fate? I can't remember.
No. This is everything I made. I'm voting for. I want to see a girl win this game, but not a girl that wants to take me out of this game. Please. It's not personal. It's just what everybody else seemed to do. Like I said, I'm on the outs here.
Who am I? Oh yeah.
I'm just getting my vote.
Congratulations, you found an extra vote, but it is cursed. To activate this power, you must not vote at all at the next tribal council. If you vote at the next tribal council, this advantage is void and will be re-hidden. So this advantage you're using will let you vote a second time at tribal council up to the final 5. Alright, it is now active after this round. Cool.
This is a big one because it can affect someone one or two ways, because the tree of fate can have something bad in it or something really good. So it's the fate. But how do I want to play this? I know I'm gonna play it. Someone who's like kind of an ally, but if they get something bad, it's not bad enough to affect me.
If anyone has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so. Alright, once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I'll read the vote. First vote, Jacobs. Shelby. 1 vote Jacobs, 1 vote Shelby. Kirk. 1 vote Jacobs, 1 vote Kirk, 1 vote Shelby. Shelby, that's 2 votes Shelby. Kirk, we're tied. 2 votes Kirk, 2 votes Shelby. Shelby, that's 3 votes Shelby. Shelby, that's 4 votes Shelby, 2 votes Kirk, 1 vote Jacobs. The 4th person voted out of Battle the Best, Shelby. That's enough. You'll bring your torch. Shelby, your journey is at an end.
It hurts, but I like to think that the Tree of Fate twist had something to do with it. I would say at this point, best of luck to Jacobs, because that's who I'm rooting for.
You played a great game. You're actually a very scary opponent. Do you feel particularly betrayed by anyone?
Not at this moment, but I guess the final footage will really tell the truth, so we'll see.
I am sorry, truly. But I like Kirk better.
Is that too rude? Was that rude? I didn't mean it in that way. It's mean.
Nothing personal. I actually would really like to play a game with you. Unfortunately, there's other targets in this tribe that I need later in the game to be able to compete in the end game. So this is not our move right now. This is move 3 or 4 moves ahead.
I mean, overall, it's been a great experience. Cheston puts on fantastic games. The people have honestly all been great. It's so fun to just be a part of it, meet the people, kind of join the community. My last season was my first experience, so it's only been like 2 months now that I've even known it existed, and it's been a great ride. So I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Now, would anyone like to loot the body? All right. We got one more vote to get to. The shifting vote topic. First vote. Shelby does not count. Kirk. Briar. Ryan. Nate. That's 1 vote Kirk, 1 vote Briar, 1 vote Ryan, 1 vote Nate. Taylor.
I'll take it.
Jacus. That's 1 vote Jacus, 1 vote TSL, 1 vote Ryan, 1 vote Nate, 1 vote Briar, 1 vote Kirk. Gabe.
Oh my god.
1 vote Kirk, 1 vote Jacus, 1
Are we all
vote
gonna have to
Gabe,
use it? Please don't.
1 vote Briar, 1 vote Nate, 1 vote Ryan, 1 vote TSL, 1 vote for Shelby that didn't count.
Yeah.
For what the hell?
1 vote left.
Oh no.
The person going to the Tree of Fate, Ryan. Before you lies nothing, an advantage, and a disadvantage. Things do twist, and things do turn. What is that M word I'm looking for? Welcome to Mystery Island. It has transformed once again. A twist that was created in Survivor BC. A twist that Jaira has brought with him here to Survivor Durant. This is a twist that it helps him create. This is Island of the Ages.
Oklahoma can kill you. It's a marvelous place. The people are amazing, but you'll die. No, I'm kidding.
It's true though.